My whole central focus of this channel is to give something that people can relate to so they actually feel like they could do it too. People that are out here sharing all this advice and wisdom, but what have you done? It's hard for me to trust those guys. That's how I found my product, the Sleep Band, that I scaled to a couple $1 million in sales and then actually sold that store. You just go and look at what's already working. The proof is there.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to First Things First. Very special guest today, Jordan Welch. Thank you for coming on. Nearly didn't happen.
Yes.
Nearly didn't happen, but we made it happen. You got a flight back home in a couple hours' time, so squeezed it in. Thank you very much.
It's an honor to be here. Like I told you before, I've seen a ton of your episodes with some of my closest friends. I'm excited we're going to have a great conversation, and I had to make the time for you.
Yeah. Iman speaks very highly of you, so I was like, I've got to find out more about this guy.
That's my brother right there. We were just hanging out today, actually. We played FIFA. I beat him. So that felt good, you know.
It made me laugh because I was looking at your stories and there was a picture of you and him in the desert, holding umbrellas because it was raining.
Yeah.
Like it literally never rains here in Dubai and you pick the time to come when it actually rains.
Yeah, I'm from Florida, so I come to Dubai, I had to bring the traffic and the rain. But we literally had we had dinner together in the desert at like 1 a.m. It was like midnight, 1 a.m, pouring down rain. And it was actually one of the most fun dinners I ever had in my entire life. There was no roof. We're just getting poured on, eating dinner. And it was honestly one of the most fun dinners I ever had in my life.
Nice, man. Is it been a successful trip?
Definitely. Probably the best trip I've had this year so far. Yeah.
So I know you've introduced yourself a number of times on podcasts about who you are and what you do. At this point now, how would you introduce yourself to someone who doesn't know who you are?
I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a man who's on his purpose, trying to become the best version of himself and documenting that entire journey with the rest of the world. And my mission, more than anything else, is to inspire the next generation. I want to make the content that I wish existed when I was younger and I was first getting started in my journey. I've also expanded a lot in the last year by bringing on the stories of people that I find interesting because I understood that there's only so much that I know, but I have this amazing network of people that are so much more smarter than me. So let me bring them on and share their stories. So really, I'm an entrepreneur and I'm out here on YouTube sharing my story and the stories of other people that I find interesting with the mission to inspire the world, you know?
How long have you been doing YouTube for?
I think I posted my first YouTube video when I was like 12 years old.
12?
Yeah.
That's pretty mad. Like how did that come about?
Well, I always wanted to become a YouTuber when I was young because I didn't really watch a lot of TV. The second I got internet connection and I found out about YouTube, I just became obsessed with YouTubers. So my mom actually had this like crappy Canon PowerShot camera and I would steal it from her and I would make videos myself. And then I would go on my computer and I actually pirated a editing software and I just started putting together little projects.
What was it?
I used to use Sony Vegas in the beginning.
Okay.
So I would watch tutorials, how to edit, how to make myself fly or like get hit by a car or like shoot fire out of my hands and stuff. I just had a love for it. I just thought it was really fun. Nobody else knew about it except for my neighbor and my mom. And I just put videos out all the time. We did skits, we did basketball videos, we did skateboarding videos. Pretty much any idea that I had back then, I just went out there and created it.
What are you currently doing to stay on top of your health and optimize your performance when it comes to your business?
For me, health is a big thing. I try to really optimize in all aspects. Like I get blood tests regularly. I got a genetic exam recently, which was pretty interesting actually. And
Anything surprising?
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't kick you all the science behind it. I got like this guy that I work with named Gary Brecka at 10X Health, and his team, like they did a genetic test and they give you an analysis of it, and then they give you supplements to sort of fill those deficiencies. And when I saw a genetic test, I saw so many things that I didn't even realize that were, it started to make sense. Like there were certain things in there talking about how like anxiety was like a genetic thing that both of your parents have. So now it's baked into your genetic coding. But if you take this supplement, it will help take it away. I would wake up feeling a little bit more tired every single day. And I thought that was just a relatively normal thing. But then I started taking the supplements and getting rid of certain foods in my diet, and it started to get better. So what I say when I started making money was I started investing into these things like blood tests, genetic exams, supplementation, and also the food. At my house, I'm really weird about it. Like I don't eat no processed food at all. I really make sure to get everything organic. I eat all whole foods as much as I can.
It's more difficult in America to try and dodge that stuff. Like the average food in the supermarkets is like, it's really not that good for you.
It's hard to dodge it for sure. But if you're like it's not hard to get it.
Yeah.
It's hard to dodge it because it's being thrown at you everywhere, but it's definitely not hard to get it. Like you can find a local supermarket, or you can go to your farmer's market, or you could literally go to the grocery store. You just got to pick the right things.
You're still vegan?
Yeah, I am.
Really?
Since 2017.
Nice.
Yeah, bro. I know you're on the carnivore vibes, huh?
I just eat everything, really.
Yeah.
I stay away from dairy, but I tolerate pretty much everything, but I stay away from anything that's heavily processed.
Yeah, I don't have any issues with meat, actually. Like, I think it's something that even later on in my life I could go back to. But at this stage of eating a plant-based diet now for 7 years, when I run my labs and I come back consistently healthy, when I'm in the gym and I'm putting up weights that I'm happy with, and I'm in a cardio state that I'm really happy with. Like, we played soccer the other day, right? And I'm playing soccer with my friends that are carnivores, and they're all these like big meat eaters and stuff like that. I don't get tired, bro. I'm out here outrunning these guys left, right, and center. So it's working for me. Therefore, I'll keep doing it. I could see the arguments for the whole, carnivore, eating more meat and stuff, but what I'm doing now is working for me.
Did you ever get tested before you went vegan, of all the testing and everything you've done?
I actually didn't, because back at that time I was not even making any money. That was in 2017. So that would be interesting to see what it was then to what it was now.
Yeah, I think for anybody who starts making decent money, to reinvest that into yourself, improve the quality of the food that you're eating, maybe get involved with some gadgets that are going to assist with, like, say, for example, Whoop. Like, that helped me massively just to understand more about my sleeping habits and to improve it. And actually made me realize, oh, okay, so it doesn't even matter. Like, I could sleep for 7 hours, but what's the quality of the sleep like? How much deep sleep did you get? How much REM sleep did you get? Like, all these things made a massive difference. And that was one of the major things that made me move away from alcohol. Because if I did go out and drink, I'd only need to drink more than 3 drinks, and I would wake up the next day, my HRV would be down massively, my recovery would be down massively, respiratory rate would be high, resting heart rate high, like, and that's all just from alcohol. And I was like, shit, like, I had no idea it was like doing that much damage.
The sleep tracking, it helps a lot. I don't do it. I need to do it.
But you have problems sleeping though?
Not really. I fall asleep like quickly, and I wake up pretty consistently at the same time. I feel like it's good to know if you're doing good or bad, but also like you can tell. That's how I feel about health in general. Like, people overcomplicate it, and you could maybe agree or disagree, but like, everybody's trying to get on some diet and some health routine and master the sleep optimization, but it really comes down to just exercise, good sleep, and eating no processed food, organic food, and drinking a bunch of water. Like, if you can nail those 4 things, you're gonna be healthier than 99% of people in the world.
And do it like consistently.
Yes.
That's the big thing.
Yes. But I gotta get bigger like you, bro. So you got some stuff you gotta teach me. Maybe the vegan diet won't get me there. I don't know.
I think it will. I tried it for 1 week. And it was fine.
Yeah.
I think the most difficult thing was I was trying to hit the protein target, but also not go overboard with the carbs and the fats.
Yeah.
And it's quite difficult to find protein sources that are just high in protein, low in fat, low in carbs, like a chicken breast. Like, there isn't many natural alternatives to that.
There's the only way.
They have all the fake meat and the processed vegan stuff, but that's not good for you.
I try to avoid that stuff at all costs.
Yeah.
I think when people hear that I'm vegan, like, that's what they think, that like I'm eating every single day. It's like Beyond Burgers and shit like that, but it's really not like that. At home, what I eat on most days is primarily organic vegetables and grains, and we have multiple protein sources that I eat, like tofu, seitan, tempeh, and protein powder smoothies that I make almost on a daily basis. But I hate Beyond Burgers and Impossible Burgers, and that's like some of the worst food I think you could possibly put in your body. Yeah.
I think what opened my eyes to it was when I went to Bali.
Yeah.
Because there they have like some amazing vegan options. And I would try a couple of them, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe how tasty it is. So I think to make life easier as a vegan, you either need to be really good at prepping vegan meals and like using lots of different ingredients, or get a chef.
Yeah. I watched this documentary on Netflix about the blue zones and like the places that have the longest lifespans. And there was a consistent trend amongst them that most of them like ate a little less than what most people do. Like, they would only fill themselves to be like 70% full, 80% full. And most of them didn't eat meat as their primary source of food. They always did it as like the side piece of it. You know, whereas like, you know, some people it's the only thing that they eat. They don't eat nothing else. So, you know, it's just different strokes for different folks, my friend.
What are you doing for like the activity exercise?
I like to lift, but more than that, I like to do cardio. I mean, calisthenics, cardio, kickboxing. At home, I got pull-up bar, I got dips. I do weighted calisthenics. I've been kickboxing a lot. I go every day now. I'm not like the heaviest lifter, but I like to do like more of like a hybrid thing. So I do the calisthenics, a little bit of weightlifting, kickboxing. I like to run. I like to ride my bike. I don't care to like squat, you know, 4 places stuff, but I want to be able to use my body in the best way. I stretch a lot. Try to be like how can you say, like a practical athlete. Like I want to be mobile.
Yeah, functional. Yeah.
I want to be functional. I want to be mobile. I want to be able to use my body. I want to be flexible. I want to feel good in my body. I would like to get my weight up though in lifting wise.
Yeah, you wouldn't even need to do anything too crazy. You probably just need to add another weight session in there, follow a structured training program. I guess if your goal is to gain weight, you'd have to be careful with how much cardio you're doing, because the more cardio, the kickboxing you're doing, you're just burning more calories, which means then if you are doing that, you're going to have to eat more. And if you're not a fan of eating lots of food, then you need to figure out ways to just burn less food. That's the problem I had when I was a coach, and there's all these people who they would struggle to gain weight, but then they'd be going to the gym like 5 times a week, but then they'd be doing like the boxing training 5 times a week as well. And I'm like, well, maybe just do less cardio, and your life is going to be easier. Otherwise, you're going to have to be eating over 4,000 calories a day.
Yeah, that's been the challenge for me. It's because I'm always doing active stuff. I play basketball all the time, I'm kickboxing all the time. I ride my bike every day. So it's like I have to eat like double what I want to eat if I want to gain weight. But I feel good, bro. I honestly do. Like maybe I want to get a little bit bigger, but I don't desire to be like massive. You know, I don't look at myself in the mirror and wish that I looked different. You know,
whereabouts have you been around the world that you would recommend for other people to go to? Are you well traveled?
I've been around.
Yeah.
I went to Argentina a couple times this year. That's where my wife is from. And I actually really like Argentina, especially for people that's making money on the internet. Because if you're making dollars and you go and spend some time there, your dollar is so strong, bro. Like you can go to a 5-star dinner, get the best food, the best carne asada, best drinks, best dessert. And it's only going to cost you like $10, $15 a person, bro, for the best food in the world. They also have some of the best nature and natural resources, and the quality of the food there is better than almost any other place I've been. So Argentina, 2 thumbs up.
The meat is very good, but you obviously wouldn't get involved with that.
Didn't have it, but everybody tells me, so it must be good, right?
Yeah.
Argentina for sure. I also went to Spain this year, and we spent some time over there, Madrid, Ibiza.
Did you go to Ibiza?
Yeah.
Nice. Did you manage to play anything at all?
I'm not that lit yet, bro. They don't let me on a stage over there yet. But maybe next year that would be really a dream for me to go play something over there, even if it's a small party that I host myself. That would be awesome. I think
all you need to do, if you just become famous enough, you can do anything. They just let you, like, as long as they can use your name and be like, hey, so and so is playing here tonight, then maybe they go ahead and let you do it.
It's true. My friend Yomi Denzel here in Dubai, he actually started DJing as well. And he's like, yeah, bro, I just did a set at this club here. And because I posted on my story and all these people showed up, they said I can come back anytime. I was like, so my light bulb moment. Ching. No. But yeah, for me, I like Ibiza. I like Argentina. Dubai is cool. I don't see myself coming back here like for like vacation, but for work, it's been one of my favorite places to work. And I also really like Costa Rica. Costa Rica's a beautiful place.
Well, you know what you could do? I guess now you can travel to these places, and interview the successful people and the millionaires in these places. Like people like you could go to Japan maybe, and interview some of the Japanese millionaires.
Every trip that I've taken, I actually did a video. I went to Switzerland this year with Luke. I did a video there. Here in Dubai, I sat with a billionaire last week and spent the whole day with him. I actually try to double dip on these trips. Like I have fun, but I also make videos there. So that's actually, honestly, my favorite part about my job is that I get paid to do these trips. Like, bro, even this Dubai trip, I give a shout out to Iman and the Educate team, because not only did they fly me, my videographer, and my wife out here, they got us one of the biggest villas on the Palm. It's massive.
I was like, who's staying there?
9-bedroom house for 3 of us. I mean, we had a Rolls Royce driver every single day. I sat with billionaires. like, and all this is like off of the strength of the brand that I've built on the internet, you know? So stuff like that, I get super grateful for. And it's not the first time that's happened. Like when we travel, like people take care of us, and that's something that really makes me feel good, you know?
Yeah. But you know what's crazy about the videos that you make, because they're all about money or finance related, the AdSense is so high compared to just like normal videos and vlogs.
Yeah.
Like because Iman's very public about like posting like the stats and analytics of his YouTube.
Me too.
And I figured it out. Like I was breaking it down from like the views he gets versus the views I get. And for every $1 that I would earn, he gets at least $3.
Yeah, we did an AdSense comparison the other day because I was just curious on what he's earning. It's the business videos on YouTube make the most money.
What the hell am I doing? I gotta stop making these videos about building muscles, man.
Well, I mean, that CPM is good too compared to like entertainment or like kids videos. But yeah, like last month alone, we made over $60,000 in AdSense off of just a couple million views.
That's so good.
Yeah.
What you do? What do you have an approach with the revenue that you get from YouTube? Like, do you allocate that? Do you reinvest it into making more videos?
I mean, we use the money, all right? Like I pay my head of content. He gets a good salary. My wife is also on the team, so she gets paid. And we have a bunch of people that help us, editors, thumbnail guys. I have a strategist. So I pay my team first, and then the rest of the money, we use it for more videos. Whether we have to travel to shoot a video or whether we need to buy something to get the video together, we need more gear. But I really try to not use that money for myself. Like I take a salary from my YouTube channel like this. I keep all that money inside of that account so we can make better videos. That's been my thing since the beginning. I have my business. My business pays me well, but the YouTube money, we try to keep it there and use it to grow the channel. And it's been working.
So moving forward, you're going to focus, that's the main focus is going to be the YouTube. You can continue to grow the business. Anything else?
Those are the things that I'm most interested in. Building my channel, making the best art that I can possibly create, becoming a better man in the process and documenting that journey, building my business. This Educate project now just added to that, so that feels really good. And, you know, I have some other desires for other companies that I want to build down the line. But for me, with these two things, as long as I can keep growing there, you know, I'm pleased. I think I have a desire to build a company that is sort of outside of the e-commerce and dropshipping world, potentially in the world of helping creators, because that is a lane that I think calls to me heavily right now at this point in my life. When people reach out to me, they still speak about dropshipping, but a lot of people want to learn more about YouTube from me, or a lot of people want to learn about how to blow up. So that's sort of a lane that I think I could step into. I don't see many good creator academies out there in the world, and I think that that's a lane that has yet to be filled. So maybe there's something there coming next year.
I think, it sounds like you're on the right track. Like just focus on the things that are working and try not to get too distracted by trying to do too many different things. I've done that before. And then I realized I'm trying to juggle all these different things. And then the things that were working for me end up not being as good as they were before because I'm putting less time and attention into it.
That was what made me go broke the first time. I had a business that was making money, and instead of sticking with that business, I started looking for the next one. There is a silver line to that, and it's that like you can always reinvent yourself, and there's always another chapter in your life. So for me, that was it. That was what happened in mine. It sort of worked, and then I failed, and then I reinvented, but now I found what's working. I'm just doubling down on that. But I really like the creator lane, and I'm working on something there. That's
how
gonna
old
come
are you
out
now?
soon. I'm 25.
25.
Yeah.
So, goddamn, you're smashing it.
Trying, bro. I'm trying. You know, these days the millionaires are getting younger and younger. So even at 25, I'm starting to feel like I'm reaching a unk status. You know, they're gonna start calling me.
Mate, it's so mad. If I think back to the way things were like 10 years ago, like when I was 23, 24, 25, I'm sure there was far less younger people being that successful. I think it's a great time now to make money for sure. It's like there's almost no excuse not to.
There's no excuse unless you don't want to do it. But if you really want to do it, there's so many different ways to do it, and all the information is now accessible to everybody. If you want to make money online in this era, there's no excuse not to get it. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah, man. Good stuff. Well, I'll leave it at that because I know you have a flight to catch. Definitely. So where can people find you?
Well, just check me out on YouTube, man. Jordan Welch. trying to post a couple videos every single month, sharing my story, sharing the stories of other entrepreneurs around the world. And brother, thank you for having me on this channel, man. I watched a bunch of the shows. You had some of my best friends on here and you smashed it. So thank you.
Nice, man. Thank you very
much. Appreciate you, bro. Oh.